Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Breeze Creative Haven. I'm so happy you're joining me today. We're going to do something a little bit different and do a little bit of a talking coloring video. So it's going to be a longer one, so grab your own little work in progress, whatever you're doing, coloring, diamond painting, which we were doing here before, but I split that. So check the link below for my other channel if you're into diamond art, and go like, subscribe, check out things. You're going to see things on there that you may have seen before if you've been following my channel for the last few months. And you're going to see a couple of new things too, because I'm starting to do new stuff, but I also am slightly editing and reposting some of my older things just to kind of get them up there because I want them there. But yeah, tweaked them a little bit for the YouTube situation. So, but if you've already seen it, I mean, the support in general, as far as just liking it for, because you love me, it would be lovely. But yeah, if you're not into diamond art, totally fine. Just chill here. So we're just going to talk and chit chat, and we are going to color in Fuzzy Tails, and it's going to be longer in the sense of we're talking and chit-chatting and having a good time here, but then I picked a little bit of a simpler one to start out with and passed it. Just because I tend to take a long time to find my colors. So we're gonna just start with this little guy right here. Bloop. And stick that to the side. So I have my ginormous, I was gonna like pre-pick my colors. Actually, let me not do that. I was gonna pre-pick my colors, but then I kind of felt like, well, oh wait, I'm getting a candle. Hold on. I'm not lighting the candle, y'all, but maybe I should. No, I'm not. Stupid question, but if I have a candle next to alcohol markers, how flammable is that? You know, like alcohol, right? Pretty flammable. Anyway, I like using this guy. It's just my favorite because y'all know, if you've seen any of my other videos, somewhere along the line I mentioned how much I love Care Bears, but the OG ones. Anyway, it's the heaviest thing I have, so I just kind of like to use that to hold that dude in place. Let me move this over. Okay, so these lines look a little bit thinner, so I don't actually think I've ever really noticed that before. I don't pay attention much to the lines until I start coloring, and I'm like, oh, the lines are thinner, darling. Okay, so we're gonna color this. I don't know how zoomed in to be, so close your eyes. If you get motion sickness, we're going down. Whee! Let's try this. All right, Care Bears on the move. Wait, oh, wait, it bent. The desk collapses, so it kind of bends here. We're gonna just scoot here. Okay, I don't think I need to be totally in shot right now. I'm gonna start with working on this giant strawberry. My hands are so dry today. Ugh, I don't even know where my lotion is or anything. I am wrecked right now. I have the coconut oil, but that just looks so slimy and shiny on my hands in the video. I don't want to use it. Do you guys mind? I hope not. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. So hi, how is everybody? Something's here. It's annoying. Okay. How is everybody today? It is currently Tuesday, May 13th. The sun is not out. It is kind of rainy, kind of icky here. I'm still working on getting the softbox light. I don't have it yet. Gotta find my strawberry color. It takes me a hot while to figure out what colors I want to do. Never really sure, because sometimes I like to change it up and go with, like, you would expect red for a strawberry, but do I want to go like red? I'm probably going to go with coral red R3 or R6. My lighting in here is so bad, so I feel like the colors don't ever look on the paper the way that I think they're going to. But yeah, so how's everybody doing today? I hope well. I'm okay. I'm tired, of course, because what else is new? I can't make up my mind. I think I'm gonna go with R3. Let's see how long it takes me to find her. Oh my god, I got lucky, y'all. R3, she was right there. Can we get a glimpse? Right there, ready to go. Let's see how this looks. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with the small one just in case I hate how it looks. What's funny is, not really funny, how different it looks on the paper in my face compared to what it looks like on the camera. Don't love that. And we're gonna try to have not too much of a color difference because of course it's hard to not have. It's just gonna not match up, of course. I'm gonna have to figure out how to add texture to the, what do you call it? My words are escaping me right now. It's just like where you can see the difference and where the color kind of separates because it's not like blending properly, even though I'm not actually blending it. But you know, where you can see where the marker picked up and all that jazz. Because alcohol markers, they be doing things, you know, when it dries and stuff. See, my brain right now, it's like I'm trying to think and it feels like, does anybody ever feel like this? I feel like my brain is like not working. It's like working overtime or overdrive right now. And I'm trying to like think and it feels like everything in my eyesight is shaking or something. It's not dizzy, but it just feels like, I don't know. I can't even explain it. It's just a weird feeling. I can't even explain it to my doctors, and my neurologist is like, I can't help because I don't know what's going on. Like if you can't explain something to your doctor, it is very hard for them to help you, of course. So this past weekend was Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day if there's any mommies watching. We did do something. It did not go according to plan, but we managed to get it done regardless. Went to my in-laws' house, which, no, I'm not married, but I just refer to my boyfriend's family like that because it's just easier for some reason. Rather than always saying, oh, my boyfriend's family. It's just my in-laws. So, yeah, we went to visit them. And then we came back to my house, which, you know, we live with my parents. So it doesn't feel special though, just because we live with them. So we see them every day. So it's just like, you know, typical. We see y'all every day. So it doesn't really feel that special. I'm not mad at that, but I feel like I kind of want to do a different color on the other one just because. Just because, even though it doesn't necessarily matter, I sort of feel like I did R3, kind of, do I want to do R2 now? Maybe? Vermilion? Where's vermilion in this big old mess of markers here? Of course, that one's going to be harder to find. I tried to organize these things. I found it. I tried to organize my markers, and I think it lasted about like one day, and then it was like, no. If I had that wooden storage thingamabobber that Ohuhu makes, obviously, like, yeah, then I'd be able to keep them nice and organized, and then when I'm finished, it would go back in its slot. But this, it's just, they're all loosey-goosey, you know? Each one doesn't have its individual slot. They just kind of go back in. And then when you take out a clump of them to work on something, it's just, you know. So I didn't manage to do that. I tried, but honestly, it was just too much work. So yeah, got Mother's Day done. The weekend before Mother's Day weekend, we actually, I don't think I talked about this anywhere. We went to see the Minecraft movie. I don't like to celebrate my birthday anymore. Like, I'm kind of over it. But for my daughter's sake, I said, okay, we'll do something like just me and her and my boyfriend, her dad. So we went on the weekend to see the Minecraft movie because she wanted to. She was like begging, and I thought, I don't want to. We don't really like to pay for the movies because we think they're severely overpriced. But once in a while, we'll go if she really wants to, and it's really something we think she'll enjoy. But we don't go for everything or just anything. It has to be like a big deal. and we have to like really, 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 really be feeling it, you know? It has to be sort of important in a way. So we decided to do that, and I don't think she understood a lot of the references, and to be honest, I kind of felt like there were a lot of moments I was watching it and I was like, is this made for kids or adults? Like, I almost couldn't tell. And personally, I don't do Minecraft, so I'm not sure a lot of the stuff that went in it. I don't know how much of that kids would understand, or was it really, I mean, I know what the rating was, obviously, like, you know, but I'm not sure that it was necessarily geared toward children as much as teenagers, right? So I felt like I was probably right thinking that a kid her age at 7 would not really understand a lot of the stuff that was going on, which is sort of what I'm thinking. Like, I mean, she liked it, but I'm just like, you know, there's the adult stuff with like, oh, the guy was about, Jason Momoa's character was like gonna lose his store, and oh, I'm sorry. I already said that, but like, spoiler alerts or potential spoiler alerts, I guess, ahead. But I'm not really gonna go into too much detail, but it was just like there were adult problems in it, and she wouldn't really understand that. I mean, we're pretty honest with her. I tried to shield her from our own issues, because we do have money issues, like a lot of people. And, you know, that's why we live with my parents. We cannot afford to live on our own. It's like impossible right now. I can't work because of health reasons, and my boyfriend doesn't make enough for us to live on our own. So that's why we live with my parents. And so there are times that I would my daughter would ask for something, and she'd be like, can I please get this, or blah, blah, blah. And I would say like, no, we can only like, I'd say like, you know, I'll add it to the list, you know, I'll say, oh, we'll make a little wish list and things you want, you know, maybe we'll see what we can do. And eventually she would just ask all the time and ask so much, and I would try to say the right thing. And eventually I kind of just got so frustrated that I just was like, listen, I'm going to level with you and I'm going to tell you the truth. We just don't have the money. I'm like, we have the money for what we need. Clothes on your back, food in your mouth, you know, you have a roof over your head. Everything that you absolutely need, you have. Like, you're good there, you know. And she's always had like more than one pair of shoes, more than enough clothes for sure, and never gone hungry ever. You know, she thinks she's gone hungry, but she does not know, she really doesn't know the meaning of being hungry, you know what I mean? So she doesn't know what it's like to go without, and she's very lucky like that. We've always figured it out. I like that red a lot better than the first one, but I'm okay with having two. Absolutely. Sure. Oh God, what color do I do the seeds? They're like brown in real life, right? Can I look it up? Do y'all mind if I look up what color strawberry seeds are supposed to be? So yeah, so we tried to level with her. I thought it would get her to kind of back off. Oh, what color to color strawberry seeds? A dark yellow. Interesting. Okay, it says a dark yellow, y'all. Okay, go with that. Let's pick a yellow. Okay, so yeah, let's see. I'm gonna go with maybe lemon yellow. Let's try that, I guess. Y6. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just going with it because why not? So we'll do Y6, see what that looks like. Just on one, I guess. Let's see what happens. Where am I? I'm in frame. Okay. Is that good? I guess so. Does it matter? They're just seeds. I don't know if it matters to me. Like, I like it. I don't hate it. I have strawberries in my fridge, but I'm not going to get up to look at them. Yeah, sure. You know what? I like it for both. I like it for both, and it's going to dry and be a little bit lighter anyway, so I think that's okay. So yeah, so we've had to level with her sometimes to tell her, you know, we can't do certain things. Like, she asks for things that are kind of out there, like, you know, a cat. She wants a kitten. And I'm like, listen, I gotta tell you, kittens are expensive. You know, you gotta be able to take care of them, their health and everything. And we ran into a lot of issues with our dog that we couldn't afford to do certain things for her. And it's hard to not be able to afford to do for your animals. And I don't want to go through that again. I already have a cat and 4 leopard geckos that we struggle. So there ain't no way that I'm going and getting a brand new anything. You know, like I can get you a betta fish. That's the best I can do. That's it, you know? Time to pick leafy colors. See what kind of leafy colors. So yeah, I have leveled with her and it's probably overboard, but when you have a child that doesn't want to take no for an answer in the most simple ways, sometimes I feel like, listen, then you're going to hear the lecture of money and responsibilities and, you know. So I gave it to her and she accepted it. And then she left it alone until the next thing came up. But anyway, so there were things in the Minecraft movie I did not think that she really fully grasped. But GY1. Where is GY1? Try to have them all in the same vicinity. I'm realizing I haven't even managed to keep them grouped together by color. So maybe I should at least reorganize them that way. I found it. So we're gonna do a little GY1 action. Oh, I'm so sorry. Forgive my fingers. I don't know what happened. I think I'm dehydrated. Like I'm not drinking enough water or something. Because it's just really bad. I'm not, and it makes me like automatically like start scratching because my fingers get itchy. It's just like a roller coaster, and then it just, I don't know. Somebody help. All right. Yeah. So, but she said she liked the movie, so that's all that really mattered. Everyone that was there was well behaved, although I do not understand. Tell me if you're this person, and no judgment if you are. You know, we get there, and there was somebody sitting in our seats, and, you know, it's like, I don't know if it's like this by you, but with us, it's assigned seating. You pick and pay for your seats, and I always find it so weird when people just sit where they want to sit, and it's like, did you not pick your seats? Did you not pay like for your assigned seat? And when I felt kind of bad, but then not really, because it wasn't my fault, when we told the mom, we were like, you're in our seats. Like these 3, by the way. The kids that were with her were bummed because they had to move, and they were kind of upset, and they were like, "Aw." But it's like, but these aren't your seats. So it's like, it kind of felt bad, but at the same time, not really, because we picked and paid for those seats. It's not like we're taking them from you. You were in our seats. But they probably didn't understand that. So that their mom did wrong because she was sitting in the wrong seats. And I just think, why do that to your kid? Like, where do you want to sit? Here? Yeah. Oh, goody, we get to sit here. That's awesome. And then it's ripped away from you. It's like, why do that? I don't understand. I don't know. I always find that so weird. And like, we go to the hockey games and that happens too. People like just randomly show up, and it's like, okay. Like, you're not supposed to be sitting there, but sure. So that was that. And then we were supposed to try to go see the sunrise. I keep wanting to say sunset every time I speak about it. I want to say sunset. But we were going to take our daughter to see the sunrise because she's never seen one before. She has seen many sunsets, not like on the horizon, but driving home at night, she'll see the sky and all the colors it changes to. So we thought it might be kind of fun to see a sunrise like on the beach, but the weather said that it was supposed to be like really cloudy, and I felt like I don't know what that looks like at the beach. So I just felt like it wasn't worth the risk to drive out and get up at like, I don't know, 4 in the morning just to get there and not be able to see anything but clouds. You know, that just did not feel worth it to me. I'm not big on the beach because I don't like if it's humid and I get sticky. That's not fun for me. And I don't choose to put myself in that situation. If I have a choice, I will sacrifice and go if we're doing like a family thing or something like that. But in general, it's just not my vibe. So yeah, so that was that. Let's find a darker green now. I'm gonna do shading stuff last. I'm just gonna do all the base stuff. I'm not doing any pencils today. Let me know, you guys, how you're feeling about the pencils. Do you prefer the markers for the shading or the pencils? I like both. I like the pencils more in the way that they're more forgiving than the markers. But I like both as far as the effect goes. I still don't do it that well, so they're both equally bad for me in a sense. Okay, so I'm gonna look for something a little bit darker. What did I just do? GY1. So I think I'm just gonna hop on over to GY2 for the stem. I just saw that one here too. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do GY2 and do this little flash on my, it's not, well, I guess it's the flash, but the light on my phone, the thing just turned on all by itself. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, sure. Oh, does everybody clean that or not? I think I'm gonna wipe it off. Do I have anything to wipe it off? Oh, look, a green shirt. Let's just use that. My boyfriend's green shirt. The inside of it, oh, it's not wiping off. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm still in shot here. Yeah. Let me do this one first. I don't know why. I just feel like it. So yeah, so we didn't end up doing the sunrise. Still waiting for that. And now it's rainy. And school's almost out. Anybody else on that train? We have just over 2 weeks left of school. And then I have absolutely no idea how the heck I'm going to get these videos done. I did tell my boyfriend, you know, I'm going to have to start doing these recordings at night. Not sure how that's going to go. It's going to be awkward because I like to do them by myself. I have much better focus when nobody's around me. It's just hard to concentrate when people are around. Plus, then you want to like talk about the day or talk about whatever. Or just be with your person, you know? It's like I don't see him all day. Obviously, he's at work. So I kind of just want to lounge around in bed, have dinner, talk, whatever. And now I'm going to have to do coloring and diamond art stuff, and I enjoy it. But, you know, it's like having a regular job. It's nice that I'm here, but at the same time, I can't really... It's going to take me a lot longer if I'm talking, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do that. So we'll see. It'll be interesting, and maybe it'll be fun. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect. So we'll see. Now I got to figure out these leaves. Let's see here. What color should we do these? I don't know what to do with the cat. I haven't even thought about that. Let's see. How's our picture doing here? Look at that. All right, let's see the leaves. I'm just going darker and darker, I think. Do I want to do like a bluish green maybe? Maybe on this one, I'll try like a peacock green maybe. I just like the name of that one. I don't know why. Just I love peacocks, I guess. Maybe not. I'm going to keep it green because in the strawberry world, you're just dealing with greens. I feel like that would throw the picture off too. Oh well. Okay, yeah, let's stick with greens in this general vicinity. But I do like acid green. That one's a nice one. And then the horseradish is good. The glass green. I do like that one a lot too. Maybe I'll do that. Just some shades of green back here. I love the names that make no sense. Like mint green light. That does not look like a light mint green to me. The names don't really matter though. The colors matter. I don't really care about the names. Does anybody else? Is anybody specific about names? I think it's weird. Some of them, like, where's the one? It's really funny. Is this one? This, never mind this. This one, black, brown. That doesn't look black or brown to me. All right, so we're gonna do G8 here. This glass green. I was thinking about blending, but I feel like since I'm not that great with blending, I'm not sure it's such a great idea. But I saw something Sarah Renee Clark did recently where she seemed to, or somebody on her team, I guess, I don't know if it was her or someone on her team in the video, but they kind of just did like, they did like something here and then they went on the outside and did, it wasn't necessarily blended really, but it was just kind of there. I think it was, what was it, darker in the middle and then lighter on the outside. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, what if I try it with G3? G3 and we have G8. So once I find G3 is going to be in the middle and the 8 is going to be on the outside. But we're just going to do that on one area just to see what it looks like. Here she is. So G3, let me see, what does this look like here? So there's G3, and here's what they look like together. This is G3, this is G8. And I have another paper here, so I'm just gonna put that underneath because I find a lot of bleed through anyways, regardless, whenever I have this paper. I don't know what kind of paper people put underneath where they can use it over and over and over 1,000 times and it doesn't bleed through. I cannot do that. So yeah, this is kind of what I saw. I don't know that I'm necessarily going to do it right, and I believe they used Copic markers. I'm not totally sure what brand it was. So let's just see. It was just kind of something like this, I think, if I'm doing it right. Or just kind of like up the middle, sort of. I think. I mean, look, it's all about experimentation, right? I don't know. Nobody told me a specific name of this plant, so I don't know what it's supposed to look like. And when people color plants and make them purple, I think it doesn't really matter what it looks like, right? Imagination. So just try it, see what happens. Who knows? Is this, I don't even know. It ends here, right? I'm like, wait. Does it keep, I'm about to keep going. And then I'm like, wait, is that going to keep going like into the sky? Because I'm about to color it into the sky is what was about to happen. I was about to keep going. Would not have been able to erase that with my blender markers. So it was kind of something like that. And then the rest of this is all going to be like the light color. So I'm going to like let that dry and see what happens. Actually, I'm going to color it now from the top with G8. And let's see. Nothing fancy, just gonna color it. One leaf at a time, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, Mother's Day, Minecraft movie, sunrise, sunset, sunrise. I really want to take her on an airboat ride. I think that would be fun. Seeing a gator in person would be fun. I don't know if it ever fails, but like I always see a gator personally when I go on an airboat tour in the Everglades. For me, it never fails. So I don't know if it ever fails for anybody else, but I feel like I always see a gator. Summertime, no big summer plans really. We're not going on vacation or nothing like that. Do any of you have any summer plans? Anybody going anywhere fun or doing anything that I can live vicariously through y'all while I'm here? I have become a major, like, kind of recluse in a way in my older years. Sort of become fearful of the world, if you will. Trying to not be like that as much because I have a kid. If I didn't have a kid, OMG, I would literally probably never leave the house. Okay, so not the worst thing ever here. Okay, that kind of, let's see. I would say these markers actually take longer to dry than I thought that they would. I don't hate that. I think I didn't do it exactly properly, but I don't hate it. I don't know. What if we like... Does it matter if you do a little bit more? Let's see. I mean, nature is not perfect, right? It is not perfect. See, I have a thing I like to go inward, but then I wonder, a lot of people, I feel like they go out with their feathering-ish type swifty whatever technique here. You can tell I'm not a professional. I'm just here for fun. They go out. I go in. I don't know, I feel like I have more control that way somehow. I don't necessarily really, but I don't know. What do we think? I think when it dries, it's going to just be so different. That's what I really think. I said I was going to wait till the end, but I kind of want to see what the shading's going to look like now with my G2 maybe. Shall I try? Let's see here if we go under here. Oh, I already forgot something I was supposed to do here. Oh well, okay. Too late now. I was gonna try these like double shading situations people do. I've seen where you do like the lighter shade first and then the darker shade. Forgot. Now I'm like, which direction do I want to go with this? I think I'm gonna go this way. Then this way. And this has nothing to even do with shading. This is just the direction. This is like what I like to outline. Did anybody else ever, when you were like younger, now I feel like I need the blender marker, but I used to like to outline my colorings. I always thought it made it look so clean. See, now I feel like, but I need it here. This is where I overdo it, I think, because I feel like I need it there, but then I also feel like I'm going to need it underneath the leaf. So I'm going to leave that alone for now. And I think I'm going to take the first one that I did. This one, what is this? R3. I didn't show you the other one, but, well, this I can't, it's not even, this is R3. The first one that I just did was... oh gosh, I think it was GY2. So now I'm taking R3 and I'm going to do the shadow underneath here. See how that ages. Oh crap. Look at that. Went over the leaf. Oh no. See, this is where I'm like, okay, yeah, pencils are more forgiving. But this is like the shadow, because the shadow of my hand right now is causing me some problems. which is why I'm like, I need that light. I'm hoping that the other light will cast the shadows maybe in a different direction for me. I don't know, but we'll see. I do watch some videos sometimes. Like, I don't want to like overload because I kind of just like to do my own thing. And sometimes I feel like watching too many of other people's videos, it kind of stifles you from being able to do your own thing in a way. Because then you have other people in your head too much and you accidentally end up doing not your own thing. But sometimes you just need the inspiration, not as much the inspiration as the motivation to do things. But that's also how I'm learning the different techniques. And I forget over time how they do that. And then when I try things, sometimes it just doesn't look the same as theirs. It doesn't look as good. And I'm like, that's not fair. I want to look good too. But I also don't have a steady hand, which stinks. And I don't know if you can necessarily like train that or not, you know? So I don't know how to do strawberries. I've never seen anybody do a strawberry, I don't think. So I'm like, do you do shadows on strawberries? I don't even know. I guess. Oh, there we go. It's all going. You know, I'm gonna switch sides here. Maybe I'll have better control if I use this pot. Let's see. I feel like maybe it can go all the way around because, I mean, it's inside. I mean, it's like a divot, you know? The strawberry seed. Wouldn't that make sense? I don't know. I feel like it does. Tell me you should have looked it up before you began the video without telling me you should have looked it up. You'll live and you'll learn. It's okay. Can't take ourselves too seriously, right? Whee! All right. I guess I need a darker red for the other one. Yeah. It's a little bit of a somber day today, actually, for me. My friend's birthday, but he passed away a couple years ago. So it's a little bit of a sour day. All right, I don't think I need as dark as bright red, which isn't so bright. I'm thinking maybe, actually, I don't know. I was thinking like this one, like I don't know if I need, but that, is that too dark? I don't know. Where is that guy? R180. Here it is. What do we think about the leaf? I think I'm going to go with that just for now. And then we'll just kind of see what happens. So it just kind of seems like as it dries, it looks so different. There's times that I'll do something and like while I'm doing it, I hate it. And then once it's totally dry and I look at it, say the next day maybe, I think, oh, it's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, without the sun, I can't see as well. That's funny. Like the shadows. I mean, this light, I'm using OBS Studio software on the iPhone to record, which I just learned about, which is funny because if I knew about this, I don't know when I don't know if it existed last year, but if I knew about it last year, it would have helped me a lot with this channel because I needed something that I could record on the phone and still see what I'm doing, and I couldn't find it, and now I have it. So it's like cool. But wait, what? Yeah, here. I'm gonna move on, take a break from these and move on to, I think, this leaf. Yeah, if I knew about it, it would have helped. I probably could have kept up with the channel a little bit better, but I also wasn't doing as well, so it's probably better I wasn't working on it for a while. But this light, I guess, coming on is just part of the software, maybe, because I didn't put it on, and other than what I'm doing right now, I don't use this phone for anything. It was supposed to be my phone, but I decided that rather than using it as my main phone, I was just going to use it for the camera because I needed a camera to do stuff. So, and you can't use the same thing, like, you know, for recordings and stuff. Like, I can't be on the phone and record at the same time, you know, so I had to make it separate. Therefore, I couldn't connect it. I was like, my boyfriend thought I was going to be able to upgrade from my Samsung, and I said, sorry, thank you, but I can't. Must keep it and use it for a camera recording situation. That is what I must do. So yeah, I think that I find that I need this light, but it's also definitely casting those shadows for sure. That make it harder to see where I need to actually place my shadows, and I wouldn't. I know it could be worse in traditional coloring books, I guess, or more professional coloring books maybe, but this is definitely not the thick lines in the other, like the other books have, so it's a little bit harder to not go over them, you know. Luckily everything is green right over here, so there's that. We're in a very forgiving area at the moment. I'm getting confused right now looking at everything. I'm like, wait, make sure you're coloring the right things. Make sure we don't fall into the sky area. I'm trying to think if there was any other new developments in my life, but I feel like no. Just typical family drama. Typical nothingness really happening. Getting ready for summer. And getting, you know, into school stuff happening. So nothing's really, I'm looking, it's like getting to the end where like I am a little stressed out about not having my personal time per se, but also very much looking forward to not having to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day. That part is quite nice, because getting up at 5 a.m. is definitely not my friend. I don't like it. This is interesting. Okay, this did not go well. I guess this technique is maybe better for me to do if I have a smaller plant to work on, I suppose. Interesting. All right, good to know. this fans out to the sky-ish area. Okay. All right. There we go there. I don't mind it being not fully blended and stuff because, you know, oh, now I need my marker. Let's get the blendy while that dries. Or should I wait? I don't know. Wait, you go up there. We're gonna do some little bit of blender magic here. Okay, I kind of think that's the best I can do with that, at least right now. Don't want to go too crazy because I'm not sure how long before it just cuts through the paper. So I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not getting lost in the mix right now. It's definitely getting lost in the mix. Meaning like my brain is sort of shutting down, getting into like, you know, when you just zone out on something, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm trying to decide like, do I care for this technique I'm doing or do I regret it? I don't think I regret it. I don't like it on bigger leaves, I think. I think maybe on like the house plants, it might be kind of more fun. So maybe I'll try it again on house plants the next time I do one. I think we might be doing that soon. One of the Coco Wyo coloring pages, maybe, or maybe one of the dog books. I don't think I've done a dog page yet, have I? I don't think so. I have 2 of those books, and I don't think I've even touched one other than doing a flip through. So I think we're due for a dog book. Is it going to be The Dog Moments by Hikaru Coates, or is it going to be Diddy Plum's Dog Life that I just did the flip through? I don't know. Just whichever one has a cuter picture, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, somber moments. My friend passing away. It was a shock. Definitely one of those unfinished business situations that I deep dove into that, man. I lost my mind. I was like, there's no way, that can't be true. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of like one of those things where you can pay for, I forget what it's called, but you can kind of pay for like a background check on people. And is this the sky? It's part of the leaves now. Oops. I saw somebody, I don't remember who it is, and it's not that it's funny, but it's just like when that happens to us. They were coloring a picture. I don't think she's posted in a while, actually. I should check in on that. And I believe she colored, I think something that was, she thought it was a pig, like a baby pig to a bigger pig. And if I'm not mistaken, it was actually, like, I know what it was when I saw it, and I believe it was a squirrel. And she thought it was like a baby pig, and it, to me, it was just very obviously a squirrel because I could see like the squirrel tail. But I'm just like, here's the moments where it's like you screw it up. Like that was probably the sky that I just colored, and I just made it part of the leaf. There's no way I was getting all that out. Oops. Now I'm like, I can't make that. I don't know. It's like, this is why I don't do mandala things, because I just can't tell the difference sometimes. Well, there you go. There it is. The mess ups. Okay, let's make this more feathery. Oh well. I'm glad I'm doing this this way so we can talk about it while it's happening instead of having to try to put text over the picture and talk about it there or in the description, because I don't even know if anybody reads the descriptions. And then it's like you try to like defend your actions in the description, but does anybody ever even see it? I have no idea. I read people's descriptions actually all the time. I don't know if anybody else does, but I'm always reading the descriptions because I know I put effort into mine, so I definitely try to like make sure I read other people's descriptions because I get it, people, my fellow content creators. I get it. I see you. I'm trying to make it more wispy, but it's not working. Oh well. Okay, that's the best I can do. I'm gonna leave it because I think it's just getting worse the more I do it. That just feels empty and weird to me. I'm just gonna do that part. But yeah, the more I do it, the more ucky it feels, and I think it's gonna dry better. But I definitely think that that's better on houseplants, which is what they did. They did it more, I believe, on houseplants, if I'm remembering it correctly. And so going forward, I'm going to save this for houseplants. So again, I'm very happy I'm doing this in a talking video so that I can defend my actions. And I'm just going to color this one currently normal. And then we'll work out from there what we're going to do. I don't know. All right, so we got that. This seems like there's no actual end to the leaf, which leads me to think that I can kind of color this as a leaf also, which I'm gonna do because I already messed it up on the other side. If it was actually the sky, but I'm gonna make it all leaf because maybe that was the intention anyway. Maybe that is the big leaf. I don't know. Happy accidents. What did Bob Ross say? There's no mistakes, only happy accidents. Did anybody else watch Bob Ross growing up? If anybody doesn't know, he's a famous painter and he had a show on TV. I'm not sure the network, was it PBS? But I was obsessed, honestly. I never did anything with it, just because financially it was a problem. But he did actually have a heavy influence on me and an interest in becoming a painter just casually, just for fun. But the supplies for painting is so expensive, in my opinion, that I never did it. I'm one of those people that really, as you can see from my diamond art painting and my coloring, I am all in. Like, if I don't have literally everything that I believe I need, I cannot do it. Like, I had I don't remember how many markers in the other set of Ohuhu markers, and instead of getting just a few more, or I don't know, a skin tone set or a pastel set, what did I do? I jumped straight to this 320 set because I was like, all in. Like, it's all or nothing. But I felt like I was okay with that just because then I don't need to worry about, I haven't thought about it since. It's just, I shouldn't really need to think about anything else. It's nice if I had the money to pivot and get the skin tone sets so that I just have them, you know, separately and everything is just on its own. But for the most part, it's just kind of like I have some pastels, I have some skin tones. This is G3. We're moving on to from G8 that was. Now we're on G3. I'm trying to like let you guys know, but I'm still working with the same greens, and I know I'm not the best with remembering to let you guys know which colors I'm working with. My hands are very shiny. I did put coconut oil on last night. It clearly did not do as much as I thought, but I think I'm just dehydrated, like I said, and that's kind of my issue right now, I think. I do not drink enough water. Anyway, so going into painting, I was like, oh my God, the acrylics and the spatulas and the this and the that and the canvases and everything you need. And I was just like, and at the time I was younger, I was like a teenager and early 20s. And it was just like at that time, it really would have been my mom having to like buy everything. So yeah, that did not work out. And not that I would never do it, but I was definitely like, that's a hobby that I need to wait until I have a lot of money for, because, you know, it just, it just costs a lot of money. So here we are doing coloring and diamond painting. Because it really sucks when you screw up and it's just totally messed up. Like here, like I totally messed up and I can't take it back. And I don't like that. But you know what? I'm okay with it because it is not going anywhere. It's just for YouTube and fun, and we're not trying to sell anything here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not taking this to a museum or anything to sell. There's no manager expecting anything from me. We're just here to have a good time. So it's no pressure. That's the point. It's no pressure. We're just chilling, learning from mistakes, right? So y'all won't do the same nonsense that I just did. So you're welcome. I'm here to make mistakes so you don't have to. And you are so welcome, my friends. We are out here making mistakes so y'all don't have to. And the only reason I'm keeping this theme going right now for the moment, this technique, is because I already started it. So I just want to finish it that way. Because otherwise it's just weird. I feel like I started it, I have to finish it. Next time it'll be different. Next time I'll just stick to like the normal shading, and if there's bushes, it'll be the normal, you know, stippling thing. But for now, it's just this. And luckily we're basically done, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Going back to G8. Try to clean. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to blend that a little bit more. Or blend it at all, maybe. Although I'm not really expecting much, but you never know. I don't know what to do with the sky. I'm processing in my brain right now, what do I want to do with the sky? I don't think I'm going to do too much too crazy because I've already messed up with the leaves, so I don't want to go too nuts. I kind of just light and bright blues, nothing too crazy. So that's where the blender was, so let's just try to get a little extra there. Okay, so at this point, I forgot about the cat. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna go with our GY2, I think. Oh god, the thing is coming off. I don't know if you could see it. A little, where is it? Here, it's getting rubbed off. All right, I'm gonna go here. Maybe I should go this way. Is that better? Whee. Nope, still not steady. That, all that, a little of that. I don't know. There, let's do some of this, some of that. some of this. At the very least, we start there, go there, go there. Ta-da. Okay, and guess I'll bring this up here a little bit. And I'm feeling like it doesn't maybe make sense, but I'm still gonna peel this here. Definitely got a shade under the tail. And I'm gonna draw this up here, I think, with my not so steady hand. Oop. Oh, we messed it up. It's okay. Let's just make it bigger. Okay. Who's to really say how big a shadow should be? I have no idea. Not me. I'm not the artist. I'm just the coloring person. I don't know anything. All right, there we go. We'll see how that dries. I have no idea. I'm trying, but I have thrown myself off big time with these leaves. Leaves. Okay. So now the kitty, I for some reason want to make her pink, but I kind of think I'm gonna go with like tan just because. No, I kind of want to go with pink. I don't know why. I hate pink. It's funny. I hate pink, but that's what I want to go with. I almost wish this was live so we can vote on a color. But I'm trying to picture her. No, now I kind of want to go with tan-ish. Where's that color? Where's these colors? Like, just cover up these messy leaves for a while. I'm thinking of like, I don't know, this pale pink cherry maybe. I haven't written down like my favorite colors yet. I haven't decided to do that. I decided to do it. I haven't sat down to do it yet. So I'm kind of thinking that one or this one maybe. Because it's pinkish peachish. What's over here? These are like tans. I want a tan. That would be... No, I would probably do one of these if I was going to do that. Like I would probably do this mellow peach. Oh, that one looks like I got hit with a blender marker. That's weird. This carmine red is kind of interesting. I kind of think I want to hit her with the carmine pink and see what that looks like. I mean carmine red, and then if I hate it, maybe I'll go over it with a pink. I don't know where any of my YRs are. Oh, here's some. Okay. What is it? I forgot already. YR030. There it is. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna start on the tail. So we're going in carmine red. Let's see. All right. Yeah, let's do that. I like it. All right, kitty, here we go. Oh, what's the highlight color gonna be for this? I don't know. The highlight color, the shadow color. I'm trying not to blend in any greens, but like, they're everywhere, I feel like. Color should the flower be? Probably purple. Just to add a little extra element of something else. Why not? Carmine red. I'd love to know how they come up with the names for these colors. I think I say that every time. I'm just so curious. Carmine. Okay. Did I get everything? I think so. I like it. I think I'm going to go over it one more time though. Give it a minute. And then go over it one more time because it doesn't look smooth to me. So go over it again. See if I can't smooth it out. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we are almost done. And then I gotta figure out what to do with the sky. It is probably just gonna be blues. Keep it light and bright. I don't really want to deal with sunsets right now. I feel like I try to focus on that a lot, and I don't want to do it again. There we go. That might work out good. So we're not going to do that, but we are going to find a purple. And the purple we're probably going to do is, let's see, I feel like P3 pastel violet's usually my go-to, which I'd say for good reason. It's a good one, but it's always the hardest for me to find, which is so strange. Here it is, oddly enough. So P3, I can't wait to put the coconut oil on my hands. Oh my God, what happened? I felt like I actually drank a lot yesterday too, but one day, I guess, isn't gonna help. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I thought I was doing better than I am. What color should the nose be? What color is circling carmine red? Where'd carmine red go? Oranges. Okay. I'm not gonna do pink. I will do something around carmine red, I guess, to keep it sort of in the area. That would make sense, I suppose. So let's do YR070. Are you here? Raise your hand. That would help. Hello? YR070. Are you in class today? It would be nice to see you. YR. It's this one. I found somebody else. Peach pie. We're going with peach pie. YR090 showed up. 070 ditched class, I think. So we're just going to go with this. Perfect. Whoops. A little out of the line. That's okay. I don't mind. Okay. So, you know what? I'm going to use this for the ears too, just to add a little something. Here we go. I do think this is a little bit dark for the shadow effect though, so I'm just going to try to go in with the same carmine red and see how that goes, which I do feel like typically is better in person than on the computer or phone or whatever you're looking at. I tend to watch on the TV. Where do you watch YouTube more? Are you more on the phone? Are you more on the TV? I am mostly phone and TV. This is what I was talking about before that I was trying to do. The kitty might be a little too tiny, but I do notice people do a lot of shading with the small, with the lighter color, so like the color that they color with, and then they go in after with like a darker color and then do another thing. So it's kind of what I'm like trying to do, but then it goes away and I can't see it. And I'm like, wait, where'd it go? And I'm thinking perhaps I'm not waiting for it to dry long enough. Maybe that's the thing, because I always feel like maybe they're taking longer to dry than I think they're supposed to. All right, what do we got here? We got R3. I forget by now, like what I actually started with. R2. I think R2, was R2 this guy? I don't remember. But I'm going to go in with R2 anyways over here. And I'm just going to come over here. Do a little shading action here. See what we get. It's very, very light. Very, very light. Whoops. Let that dry. Actually, I'm gonna do it here too, just because. Why not? Because what I was talking about. Oops. Whoops. No. Oops, I did it again. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna try to get this out. Okay. So that, and then I'm gonna get, I guess R3 would be the next one. 2. No, that's bad. See, you have to go to the other area and do it, because that's the one that's gonna happen to dry first. I can see it. I can see it. So what I'm seeing people do, which is where I'm trying to learn, is what I'm afraid to do is do things too big. And what I'm seeing is like, this is a giant strawberry, which could require a giant shadow effect, right? So probably a more experienced person would put a huge shadow like here. I'm gonna destroy this page. Let's say R2. R2 is gonna come in and shadow this whole entire area here. Like hashtag, if I knew what I was doing, what would I do? Maybe I would do this whole area if I knew what I was doing, which I don't. I'm learning, right? So I'm still new. So yeah, I'm trying to think, what would the others do? The others. Being taken over by the others. And I feel like, would they do this potentially? Where they color like the ginormous part of it, right? And then they take their darker one, and that leads to more of an effect where then, oh shoot, okay. I need to do this more. That's just what this is teaching me. I need to do this more. So you go and do more coloring to add more shadow. So it's like you feel like it's too much, but then in the end, is it really? I don't know. And then I don't know. to stop it maybe here. I don't know. Because you don't really want it to be like the whole thing is dark also, right? Just some of it. Maybe like here, here, maybe here. That's where you gotta figure out more so like where's your light source and stuff, which I don't know because I'm new here. But, and again, pencils are more forgiving. I can erase a pencil. I can't really erase these markers very well. So we got that. Maybe it comes down here. Goes around this guy. Maybe. I think it depends what you're working on too. We got shadows. I think we're okay. I'm not really mad at it. We're playing around. We're figuring it out. We're doing our thing. We're trial and erroring. And so now, we gotta watch out for these stars, man. We got these darn red spots coming out, making their way, trying to show face where they're not supposed to show face. Okay, so I tried to clean up as much as I could. I had some red and some green here. Not sure how it's gonna go. I think because there isn't much going on back here, I don't necessarily know what to do with it. So I think I'm just gonna really pick these two colors. I think I'm gonna go with Frost Blue and Robin's Egg Blue, and I'm just gonna kind of work with those two because there isn't really much that I can see to do for somebody kind of at my level. I feel like it's possibly going to be too much. There's just not much to do here, you know. It's a very small area to really do anything. So I feel like if I had more experience and I was better at it, I would have done like the added glow effect and things like that with the stars. But for right now, I don't want to push too much because I was trying stuff with the leaves and all that and the shadows and everything. And, you know, I kind of just want to like not destroy the picture any more than I may have already done. So we're gonna I'm gonna add a little bit more to the cat, but I don't want to make it any more damaged than I may have already done. So we're just gonna not push our luck, let's say, huh? I do like this color though for the shadows here. I just don't know. Or the shading. Well, I keep saying shadows. I guess it's the same thing. But I don't know if it's enough. But I'm afraid to go any darker with this because I feel like the next color is orange, light orange. And I don't know if that's going to be too much, but we'll see. If I can find it, I'll pull it. That's the one I couldn't find before. So if I find it while I'm looking for these other blues, I'll yank it. So we got Frost Blue here. And we're looking for Robin's Egg Blue, which is, actually I use that one a lot. So that one could be anywhere. B050. There it is. What was the other one I was going to try to find? It was YR070. So let's give that a look-see. And if I can find it, I'll keep it to the side, and if I feel like I still need, then I'll add it, but I'm not gonna really go for any other color. I love how hard it is to find things sometimes. Oh my god, there's some colors that I'm just like, it must have just gotten up and ran away because where the heck? You swear you've looked at every single color individually in here, and here it is. It's just like, no, it's just nowhere. So we're gonna let the cat be for now. I have it here, the YR070, so we'll see. And we have these guys. So you'll see, you know, just gonna blend them best I can. Up here, straight up just gonna do this guy. Frost blue. I think. Well, actually, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna have the darker at the bottom, lighter up top. So I just feel like nice bright blue sky. Clouds, no, we're not gonna do clouds, I don't think, because why? I don't think I need them. Someday I'm gonna see someone else do this one and it's gonna be epic and I'm gonna be so jealous. Okay, so here we go. I might do the acrylic. Do I even know where my acrylic markers are? I tried to reorganize all my stuff and it just kind of went to hell. Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. I'm still trying to reorganize everything to make it better, but it's just not great. It's just not great. I can't decide if I want to. I know that there's videos. Sometimes you start with the light, sometimes you start with the dark, and to be honest, both work. It just depends what you're doing. And in this case, I have to go all the way across the page. So I don't really think it matters necessarily. I'm gonna start here. Are we in frame here? Basically, more or less. Okay. Here we go. I was about to start all the way at the top. The whole bottom would have been dark blue. For sure. Alright, let's go. Let's try not to color the stars completely blue. If we can help it. I'm gonna try to keep this as like wet as I can because I know that that's a factor, but my head is, I think there's something about when I get nervous about something. I don't know, I get like, it's not dizzy and it's not lightheaded, but it's something. I'm gonna stop there and I'm gonna just do this. Because I just feel like anything to the tippy top and to the bottom and everything over there, I just feel like I can fix it. So, false confidence will get you everywhere, maybe. I don't know. Let's see here. Okay. See how that goes. Okay. See how that ages over there? I don't know. Probably not well. Thank God for blender markers, yo. Alright, just see how this goes. Putting a lot of faith in this light marker to bring everything together. No pressure. No pressure. Under pressure. Okay, we almost are done on this section. I think, like, kind of as good as it's gonna get, sort of business, maybe. A lot of bleed through on these, I did it. I did it. I did it. I went too high. I did it. I messed up. I knew it. I knew it. I was looking at the other side. I knew it. I knew it. I was arg. I was not looking at what I was doing by any means whatsoever. Oh my God. Why, God? Why? Why are we doing this to me? Look at the blender marker situation here, though. This is so interesting. Isn't it such a different vibe when you're doing this? And it's not just a recording, y'all. Tragedy. It's a good song. Does anybody know that song? I know it from two bands. Yes, I know I'm going a little bit higher than I'm supposed to. I don't care anymore. I know it from, more specifically, a band called Steps. The original, I think it's the, oh wow. I think it's the original. It's from the Bee Gees, I believe. Tragedy. I don't know how much I can actually say without getting in trouble, so I'm not going to sing it, but look it up. It's a good song. It's fun. How am I going to fix that? I don't even know. Do I just color the whole thing in this dark blue? Did I screw myself? I don't know. No idea. I mean, I'm definitely going to go over it again in this other blue, so. Da-da-da. Guess we'll see how this goes. Okay, so at this point, close my other marker because I'm definitely not using him again. All right. All right. All right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Doing this. Doing this. We're going in. Again, for a third time. For a third time. Why are we doing this? There's no technique here. What happened was I was just dragged in this direction by my brain and my hand. They said, we're going over here, girl. Come on. Come for the ride. This is what we're doing. And here we are. And so, perhaps there's a method to the madness. And now we're over here. And we're doing this. Now, the question I have is, when you use these blender markers to take away ink or try to push it elsewhere, does it always leave a spot like this? Or did I just not wait long enough again to color over it? That's the next question I have. So you guys thought you were here to maybe learn something from me or see me do something, but I'm here to learn from you. I tricked you. No, just kidding. Where am I? We learn from each other, don't we? Isn't that the thing? In my mind, I'm trying to think, how can I fix this? But I have to wait for it to dry for sure. That is a thing. I will wait a couple minutes. While I'm waiting, I will attach the blender marker to the bottom of the area here and try to remove these oopsies I'm making, which I'm not being very careful on purpose because I just don't care. Because I know I'm going to hit it with this. And so I'm going to hit it with this and I'll be back. Okay, so while that's drying, I did take out some of it. I realized there is a time and a place for each specific tip, and this one, the brush tip, worked a little bit better, but I went ahead and got my acrylics. Being how large this area space is, I decided to try I'm going to try out the white one for the accents here and the yellow for the stars. But I don't know, the sky, I don't have a problem with it as it is. I think it's fine. I don't want to do any more because I think I'll just mess it up. and I'm not that great at it, but I'm okay with it, and I think it'll look a little bit better as it dries more. But I'm afraid if I keep going and trying to do more, it's just gonna kind of mess it up, so I'm kind of gonna just quit while I'm ahead. And while that's drying, I am gonna just add some accents to the leaves and to the... I'm still debating on the shadow for the cat, so that's on hold for now. So let's see, we're in frame, so let's just do these little boo-boos. And I noticed in some of my other videos, I was very unhappy kind of with some of my use of this white pen, but I felt like I overused it quite a lot, and I just felt like, some of these areas, it's like, it's fun to use it, and I like it, and I do enjoy how it looks in a lot of spaces. Like, I really love it on leaves and stuff like that. My habit right now, I really want to add it to the stem, but I don't know if it needs it. Like, I don't know, let me see. Does it? I mean, it's okay. I don't know. I'm like, does it need it? I don't know if it needs it. So there were certain things that I just felt like, oh, I didn't really need to do that, you know? So I'm trying to be less, definitely the leaves. I gotta do it on the leaves. I can't get away from that. But there are other things that I'm like trying to maybe not put it on as much. Like here, I feel like I don't really need it on these back leaves. As I'm doing it, I'm like, they don't really need it. I feel like I prefer when it's just on these parts, when you have like the curve area. I like that. And then, I gotta be careful here. Okay, maybe I'll wait for it to dry. Let's see. My TV just went on. That was weird. Just do it maybe here. And then sometimes when I accidentally make it straight rather than curved, that really throws my brain off. So like the cat, there's a habit to do it on everything. So it's like, yeah, the kitty, but kitty doesn't really need it. Maybe the little nose, but that's it. I don't think cat really needs it. I'm gonna do the flower, just these little black parts inside, just little accent there, a little something something. But I don't think the cat needs it, and I don't know, I just don't want to be as heavy-handed with it, because sometimes I just feel like things tend to look, I guess, a little bit like everything is just like an inflated balloon or something, you know? We love our white accents, but does everything really need to be as such? And then sometimes I don't know if I prefer the little dot up here or down here. See, I don't like how I did them, but it's fine. I guess it's fine. I'll do them here because I know seeds are shiny. So like that's okay. I don't know. I wish they were easier to fix for sure. I feel like it needs more, but I don't know what, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. Okay, so that's that. And then, whoa, hey, it fell. Get back up here. So, oh, I'm cold now. Where's that marker? Here. So we're gonna pivot and check out this guy on the kitty and see how that goes. I think I'm gonna try this fine tip. Whoops, that's the brush tip. We're gonna do the fine tip because it's a little fine area that we're working with. Let's go here. And just do a little thin area. And the head, a little on the ear. And where most of the shadow is going to be the double layering or triple layering that we did with the other color. And then we'll just do this a little bit here. Like that. And it's very subtle. And I know when it dries, you're like probably barely going to be able to see it, but I don't know. I just flipped sides because I want to see. Maybe it's better. It's where I wish I had a magic wand to just Harry Potter undo this, you know? But I like that. I think it's fine. It's cute. I'm not going to outline any more of it. I'm going to move on to the finishing touches on the stars. And yeah, I think I'm just going to see the stars. Normally I'd be like, oh, you know, night sky, but I don't know. I wasn't vibing with the night sky here, so that's kind of why I just was like, I'm just going to not do that because I don't want to. That's where the fantasy part comes in. Speaking of which, as I'm putting my marker away, I think I'm gonna lean into these a little bit and maybe use my, there we go, we can see it better here. Maybe use the gold on those. I was gonna use yellow, but now I'm thinking, no, you know what? I don't know if I feel like these aren't the best glitter effects. I'm sure there's a better situation out there. I'm gonna just stick with the yellow for now. I need to practice with these more, but I don't want to do it currently on camera. I was looking at lightning yellow. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on not on camera. I want to test it out. If anybody has like a favorite glitter marker situation that's really sparkly and beautiful, let me know. I'd like to experiment someday, but right now I cannot. My kid, actually, funny enough, she had wanted some kind of gel pen or something that was like glittery and stuff, and I was like, sure. But a friend, or I won't say a friend, but a kid in our class was like saying she got it from Cracker Barrel, the one that she had, and I'm like, I'm not going all the way to Cracker Barrel to, it's not like it's far, but Cracker Barrel is an experience / memory for me, and it's sour because like my grandparents and I miss them, and you know, it's like a whole thing, so I don't, I'm not ready to like dive into that trauma yet. So I would go if we were gonna like have dinner and everything, but just to go to the store, I don't really want to do that. If anybody doesn't know, it's like a country store, and they have all kinds of like old retro candies and all kinds of things, and they've got a really nice restaurant, and it's like an old-time country situation. Camera's going up, y'all, so close your eyes if you need to. So, and it's a really fun time, but I have so many memories of my grandparents who have passed on, and anything with them is very hard for me to deal with. So here is our finished picture. Sorry for the hard pivot. Sorry for all the mess ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really, really fun to do for me. I hope we can do more of them, and we'll see. If you like the video, please like it so I know to do more. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. That also helps me know to continue doing what I'm doing. If you don't know, I will briefly let you know. It does help, you know, subscribing and liking the videos. It's massive to the creators, and even more to YouTube, probably, because that way they know to, or the algorithm knows to push our videos to other people, and without the interaction, they're like basically kicking us to the dumpster. So I don't want to be in the dumpster fire, though. I am dumpster fire enough on my own, thank you. So these are the markers that I've used. I don't think I put any away. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Pretty sure this is everything we've used. And then the, I don't have it out. I'm sorry. I put it away. The white acrylic marker, any white acrylic marker, you know, it doesn't matter. Whatever white acrylic you want to use for your highlights. So if you want to take a snapshot of these, I'm going to take it away in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So there's that. Keep that so I can take my picture afterward for the thumbnail. And this is our little kitty. So it's very simple. Now that it's drying and I'm looking at it, I actually like it. I wouldn't do this again, but I don't hate it. I'm not doing any shading or shadowing to these just because I think they're busy enough with this center situation that I tried. I'm going to try that again on houseplants, like I said. The blue with the sky, I just feel like I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up more. I would normally want to do this a little bit higher to match over here, but I'm just afraid I'm going to screw it up. So if you are trying to learn, definitely make sure you like line it up better than I did. And then what I was trying with the shadows is I'm thinking I tend to go too thin with my shadings and just be more bold with it. Like this one could have been bigger, but at this point everything is so dry I don't want to go in because I think it's going to mess it up even more. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking lately is like let it dry and then start your first layer of shading with the color that you used, make it a little bit thicker, and then go in with the darker color a little bit thinner. I've seen people doing that and I really like that effect, so that's what I'm going to try. So drop a comment, drop a little cat emoji, let me know you're there, say hello. Let's talk about life. Let's do this again. Thank you guys for joining me and sharing your time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I will see you next time. Bye everybody.